confused and sort of grunt afterwards. What's going on? Scoot the Illithid.
I was kind of hoping you were going to do smart.
You could. I mean, it is a legal move.
No, I'm not doing that.
That's why.
Because I have a problem.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, at least you're being nice about it. And not trying to meta your way through. I appreciate that.
Just let the Yeti do it.
I was going to say, now it's my turn. And the Yeti's going to thoroughly... By the way, take 5 straight. This is a fantastic idea, Curtis.
I have no remorse for it. That's so funny.
What is it? It's acrobatics, I believe. Hang on here. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Actually,
as soon as the Yeti picks him up, I'm just gonna take the bless right off of him.
Fair. Oh, you trip and fall in the fog. Take a concentration check. Oh, I think.
No, just bless off of you. We're gonna keep on me.
See, the party's gonna be really fun.
right. Okay, so...
What is it gonna do if you're not doing a standard bachelor?
Well, I'm pretty sure we're in the game ship. I'm gonna be doing that at my buddy's place. He's got a pretty big house. Like, he's got a pool table, football table. I don't know if it's gonna be fun. It's outside his balcony. It's all set up for like a party.
Oh, yeah.
He's got all wired speakers and everything.
Is that your
LED lights.
so he's going to take a strength roll because they don't have
fog
athletics.
machine.
His stealth and perception, oddly enough.
It's a 5.
That's going to be fuck all, but it's going to be something with a test. He's rolling at 12, it looks like. So he rolls a 12 against you. You can roll athletics or acrobatics. He's trying to shove you.
Oh, I can't.
Did you? So he does the same. Goes to push you off. You stand your ground, give him a thrust of your chest, and jar him backwards. At which point he growls and takes a swat at you. Also throw me a con check, 13 or better. As he takes a swipe, you easily step out to the one side. Nat 20 on the gaze. You stare up at him, and he slightly begins to cower. Just ever so slightly.
I don't know where.
Can you use a what, sorry?
Mind thrust.
Mind
I
thrust.
said it's 2 right.
He didn't crit
It's
fail.
2 o'clock for the wedding.
But I crit.
Did you? Yeah.
And then
Fucking
6
sure.
o'clock for the reception. The Ramada.
Why always Bob Rawson?
7 seconds.
7 second goes out upon him, bringing him to 63. The brain in the jar would be proud, probably saying something to the effect of, "Ha!"
What the fuck happened to him?
He took off with dead.
What happened to
I remember
him?
we had 6 months and then the jar just disappeared.
Yeah, he hung around and then fucked off with dead. That was it. Anyway, so love story between you two concludes. Back over to here. Actually, we'll just the Remoras real quick. Gets over towards your dude, RuPaul, and takes an attack at disadvantage.
There's supposed to be an elf there or something.
Yeah, I'm wondering actually, where'd he go? Oh yeah, into the fog. At disadvantage, he gets a 7. RuPaul dodges ever so skillfully off to the side.
So RuPaul was lying down on the snow and not moving, and someone was scampering across through the fog.
Second roll at disadvantage still doesn't manage to strike. The Remoras takes 2.
Tremor sense, not visual sight.
No, they have sight. But
As
that
his
also.
brain's spilling out on the
Yeah,
ground.
he's at this point he's working on pure autonomy of instinct. He's smelling, if anything. Camera pans across the thoracics being borne upon by the Yeti. It takes 2 swipes. Does 17 hit thoracics? It's 18 AC. No, 17 AC. He takes 6 points of damage from the claw strike that strikes into you and manages to step out of the way of the other as it goes over his head. Bleeding profusely from the claw wound, the Yeti gives a ha 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 and licks his claws clean.
I laugh at him when he hits me. The other fucking work.
He licks them and then stops laughing and gives you a disapproving sort of grunt. Anyway, the camera's going to pan up to Othello. Who cares? Who cares what you have to say, Thoracic? My Yetis are great. My mom thinks they're cool. Othello's going to stab into the Yeti and miss once. Meanwhile, the Yeti is going to claw against Othello. So Othello takes 9 points while delivering. Oops, that's not right. While delivering 11 points. So 11 points up to 37 for GNT5, and 4 points goes down on Othello, bringing him to 17. Oh, sorry. Did I count that right? I think regardless, anyway. So, whack and a clang from up top as the Yeti and Othello are going back and forth, and the camera's going to pan once again back to. Actually, down to Jurassic. Sorry. From there, whoop. Hi, how you doing? Tell me about how you're a hero.
I'm doing pretty good, eh? So I'm gonna fucking shank buddy here. I can't move around him, right? With run him to figure out how does that work. I can just move. I don't know. Get behind him.
There's not really any room there.
So I fucking shank into him for a miss. Probably.
12 or better.
I rolled 11. Oh! Yes. I hit him. So, yeah.
The power of the Father, the great Son, Lord,
11
Caleb.
points of damage. Can I attack him to try to knock him off? Like,
That's a shot, yeah, literally.
Okay,
It's
so how's it work?
athletics versus my athletics or acrobatics.
Go ahead, roll.
Crit fail.
Anybody goes for it.
He does. Thoracic just fucking roundhouses him, and whoop, whack! The guy goes flying off this direction. I never loved you! As he goes sailing down towards the ground. Boof! Hits for 7 points of damage.
Like, you lied.
He strikes upon the earth, bringing him to 35. Coughs, spittle, and what as he impacts down, landing with a thud in the snow and dirt.
Can I move? I can still move. Can I climb to the top?
Sure, throw in athletics.
20.
20? Okay. Let's make some room for you as you
Up
run
top,
up
no,
the
up
wall.
top. No, I'm not there. Oh yeah, I'll go there actually.
Well, you're not going here.
That's what I was actually talking about. But
No.
That,
If you click up there, it's clear that you can't pathfind to it.
yeah, I move on to him.
Okay, yeah, terrific. That's you. That is you.
Shit. Yeah.
Terrific stuff. With that, you rush up behind the Yeti. The Yeti at this point does one of these. Right? Super intimidating.
He comes back to me. Do I get attacked up too?
No, you really don't. From there, it is over to Vane. Vane, tell me about your heroism.
I'm lighting my
I didn't
staff
give
and
up
I'm
on that
double
one.
moving
We're
into
good,
the
but-
fog.
You're in the fog. You're well in the fog. Now
I
you're
don't
in the
know,
break in the fog.
because I know
I knew he
like
was gonna say
this
no.
amount of time took like
I
4
knew it.
hours, so I don't know how long this is gonna take to go this long.
Basically, it's like this chunk. This is the set piece, and then it's gonna be travel time all the way there.
Well, I'm just spending all my turns trying to get to the tower. I'm not.
Oh, really? You're not even fucking
Nope.
around here, eh?
Nope.
Fucking A. All right.
Nope.
With that, Vane fucks off.
I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Take it up with the higher power. All right, from there over to Ivor. Can we actually see you there? No, we can't. Oh wow, it's frozen. There we are. So moving along.
Ruhal gets up, disengages, and runs for his life. Trying to find some cover. Preferably a rock.
RuPaul is gonna hide.
There's the shield.
Yes.
There's no other rocks.
Yes, he will go. He will hide behind the shield that is half slammed.
There's no other rocks that you can hide behind, except for the tree that I climbed up.
Big RuPaul looks at the Remoras, figures his options, and runs over to the other side of the shield.
Ivor looks out Rapier and shield and pathetically stabs Yeti in the chest for 10 damage.
The hero that you are, right? Yes. Oh, fuck. Can't win. Can't win! Oh my goodness. So difficult. Alright. 10 damage that you're gonna hit upon the Yeti, therefore brings him to 73 and wavering. As you pull your blade out, you kind of just wobbles back and forth, and then distant voice yells, "Finish it."
My face down.
You gotta fuck around with the buttons for a little while, and he just falls off the edge unceremoniously.
I move forward, backwards, and I accidentally uppercut.
But it falls short by like 1 pixel. Fucking hate that game so much. Oh my god. Ivor kind of stands there, stares over the edge. You see him kunk, kunk, kunk. As your sight pans across, you can see that the red wire has diminished somewhat, and suddenly you hear and see again a massive explosion. Some sort of conflagration takes place. Arms of electricity spider out from the wall, just splashing out. Sparks soak through the air. Unfortunately, I just don't have a fucking Tesla coil to fire lightning out, so you'll have to use your imagination.
Something actually.
Sorry about that, guys.
You know, we can go get a car battery and hook it up to the microphone.
Would you mind, Robbie? I happen to have a car battery.
I got jump kids.
Sweet, let's get to it. Right on. Hold still, everybody. This will only take a second. Isn't this cool?
Make sure you have your hands wet.
I'd be standing in a puddle while I'm doing it, barefoot. Anyway, as this happens, you watch as again a sudden sudden mess of large fish are silhouetted against the conflagration, flying out from underneath the tower in a huge fountain of magma and water soaring out from the hole in various directions.
Magma.
Yeah, you watch as pieces of it are solidifying, and it's just like, it's literally coming out of the same. You're like, what?
I don't want to go there.
I don't blame you. I know. I didn't really want to either, but I'm managing it. All right. Alright, so seriously though. The Remoras rise around a little bit on the ground. This guy right here is gonna get up, look around, and then start climbing the fuck back up. He gets to about here. From here to here? You know, I have a dream.
Magnets.
dream?
Everything is magnets and metal. Duct tape.
Okay, he's just gonna, yeah, whatever, fucking flower, man. Point being, though, is he gets himself situated as such. That guy up there is gonna take one swipe towards Tholo and one swipe towards the back at you there. Missing both times ever so expertly. He takes 2 fierce swipes and manages to land no hits. That said, camera's gonna swivel to this guy floundering to get to here, and there he is. Hey, terrific. The first jarring, he falls off. See? And that guy's dead. So from there, Vane continues, I'm assuming, but first thoracics. What are you doing, buddy?
I'm gonna fucking shank this guy right here.
Oh, bruise again.
I have a flank, so I get my
Fellows on the
D6
other side.
as well.
Yeah.
17 points of damage,
17 points. Wow.
and a capital. Is it flanking capital?
This is your melee weapon?
Like that.
No, you don't get flanking with your gun.
Still hit him.
Okay. Now, you hit him once with your blade,
17 points of
and then
damage.
you're unleashing with your
Gun.
Okay.
Right in the back.
For how much damage there?
10 points.